6 days to go to the AthX Games. My wife and I, we have entered the Pro Division. God knows why we entered the Pro Division. Actually, I know why we entered the Pro Division. She came in on one Sunday afternoon and said, I've heard about this competition, let's do it. And she caught me on a good day. So I said yes. 6 months later, are we ready? Are we prepared? Are we going to do the best we possibly can? Well, we'll find out on Saturday. But I'm going to give you a bit of a lowdown on how the training has gone so far. Up until last week, it was going great, swimmingly. But then a long weekend in Ibiza, which was too good. Also, we picked up another dog, a rescue dog this week. So that makes four dogs in our household. And the latest addition, a little bit barky during the night, shall we say, which affects the sleep. I had a stomach bug this weekend, just gone. I've missed 2 training sessions a week out. So I'm back in today. And I woke up this morning with a stiff neck. But that's all the excuses out the way. I've been listening to some Hard House in the car on the way to the gym. So now I'm going to practice the strength section, and I'm going to practice the metcon section with the knowledge that the weights might not be what I'm going to be aiming for on Saturday, and that's okay. This is just more of a practice, just to get my eye in so I know what I'm doing. So let's go on with the training, and then I'll fill you in as we go. Before I get into the training session, let's give you a lowdown of how training has gone up until this point. I would say that it hasn't gone as I would have hoped, and it's nearly gone as I would have expected. What do I mean by that? You always want to do more. You always think you can do more than you can in reality, and that's okay. All along, I've been saying that I want to rekindle what I did in the past. I want to be able to do the things that I could do 15 years ago. The problem with that is not physically. Like physically, yeah, I probably am capable of things that I could do at 30. Now I'm 44, nearly 45. But it's mentally, I'm in a different place. And if you're in your mid-40s, you'll know this. You'll know you are in a different place mentally to what you were 15 years ago. Things that were important then are not important now. When I was 30, CrossFit and competitive fitness stuff was important to me. It's not now. I couldn't really care. Yeah, I am competitive and I like to win, but I don't really care that much. And when you don't really care that much about something, the desire to do well in it's going to reduce. So that makes things a little bit harder when you're training for a competition that you're not actually that bothered about. I still work hard, don't get me wrong. But one thing I've come to realize is that I enjoy the process of training more than the actual competitive side, which is cool because it's the process of training that you need to enjoy to keep training for the rest of your life. And the type of training that I enjoy at this moment in time is not the type of training that I have been doing for the last 6 months for the competition. So when I finish the competition on Saturday, I won't be doing a lot of the things that I've had to be doing over the last 6 months because I don't really enjoy them. I enjoy other things more. But physically, how have I done? I've done all right. The exercises that I haven't been doing, like the back squats, like the metcon, the CrossFit type stuff, the burpees, the box jumps, the sandbag to shoulder, I've improved on those loads, and I've been really happy with that. When I first started the training process for this, I could do 100 kilos, 110, 120, but for 5 on the back squat, but every rep felt different. I was wobbling all over the place. I could feel it in my lower back. It just wasn't solid. But now it's Monday today. The competition's on Saturday. My original goal was to get 160. Will I get 160? I'm going to say no. The reason why is because I don't think I'm going to attempt 160. I'm confident, 100% confident I can get 150. So I think I'm either going to go 150, 152 and a half, and 155. If I get 156, if I go for 160, I might not get back up again. And I'm happy with that because the squats feel so much stronger. They feel solid. They just feel good. So they've improved loads. The cardio, the metcon side of things, that capacity work. A few months ago, we tried out the metcon, And it was terrible. My legs went on the box jumps. I had to go outside of the gym at the end of it because I was in bits, and it was absolutely terrible. But bit by bit, my ability on the metcon aspect has improved to the point where going into the competition, I feel confident that we're going to do all right. Are we going to compete with the people who are 15 years younger than us? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Are we going to win? I don't know. Maybe not. But we're doing all right. We're doing okay. So that's improved. But the things that haven't improved much are the things that I was kind of doing already. Like pull-ups, I thought 50 kilos was my goal. Well, no, 50 kilos, was the goal. But I got 45 kilos for 3 months ago, and I nearly got 50 kilos for 3 a few weeks ago. But somebody said to me the other day, have confidence in yourself, Paul. And I do have confidence in myself, but I also know my limitations. And I don't think I can get 50 kilos. The problem is if I try 50 kilos and then I fail, then I end up with no score. So I think I'm going to try 45 kilos, and I think I can get that. And that's no different to what it was a few months ago. For the shoulder press, I got 65 kilos for 10 in April. I haven't been able to get it again since. I haven't been doing the shoulder press in my training in the recent past, but what I have been doing is a lot of shoulder pressing movements. So the strength was there. It was just dialing in the technique for a barbell shoulder press. But the movement, like the actual numbers that I could lift, haven't really gone up that much over the space of time. And that is what it is. I was aiming for 70. I'm probably going to go for 65 at the weekend. So there's the strength. With the running and the bike, what is it with those bike ergs? Those bike ergs are terrible. I'm not that dissimilar to where I was 4 or 5 months ago on it, which it is what it is. I reckon 6,500 meters. Yeah, 6,500 meters, not 6,500 kilometers. That would be a big push. But yeah, 6,500 meters is probably going to be the limit on that. And then the running, I don't know. It was probably 2 months ago now. I did the Turf Games competition, and afterwards, and this is another reason why my competitive fitness days are over. My knee was swollen up for a good month afterwards, which limited the amount that I could run. And if you don't run, as you know, your ability to run soon disappears. So my ability to run is probably worse than it was when I started the training for the AthX Games. But that's okay. I reckon I could just leg it and maybe get 3K. We'll see. We'll see come the weekend. Am I looking forward to taking part in a competition that I said that I don't really care too much about? I am. And I'm glad that I've spent the last few months training for it. You know, it's good to step out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself, and then see if you can do things that you haven't done before. You know, it's going to be great doing the competition with Donna, my wife. You know, we're both really competitive, not with each other. We're very supportive of each other, and I'm very, very lucky that she is my wife. And it's going to be really good suffering with her, and pushing her as hard as she can, because she likes working as hard, if not harder than I do. So we work very well together. If I push harder, she pushes harder. And if she pushes harder, I push harder. It's got a great relationship. Is it going to have some profound effect on our relationship and bring us closer together? No, not at all. Not at all. We're just having a fun Saturday afternoon, and we'll go home, and then we'll have a bottle of prosecco like usual, and it's just a fun thing to do. I'll tell you what did have a profound effect on our relationship was sitting on that boat last weekend, drinking a bottle of champagne, dipping our toes in the water. Yeah, that definitely had a profound effect on our relationship. That was much more fun than doing synchronized burpees.